Hello student, I am Dr.B.K.Barun from Medico Patna. Today class is protein and the unit of protein is amino acid. So amino acid is actually 20 types because it involves in the protein synthesis. So 20 amino acid involved in protein synthesis. So this is also called magic 20. Magic 20 means 20 amino acid involved in protein synthesis during translation process. So these are magic 20. Out of 20 amino acid, the 8 amino acid is essential because it is not synthesized in our body, and 2 amino acid is non-essential, semi-essential, and 10 is non-essential. Essential is also called indispensable, and non-essential is called dispensable amino acid. So these amino acid, these 8 amino acid which is essential is most VIP L square T square, most VIP L square T square. That means methionine, valine, isoleucine, phenylalanine, leucine, lysine, threonine, and tryptophan. So these are 8. These 8 amino acid is essential because not synthesized in our body. So maintains by the intake of balanced diet. And 2 amino acid, that is arginine and histidine. So arginine and histidine is semi-essential. That means synthesized in our body but not utilized. But in case of children, these arginine, histidine and these 8, that means total 10 amino acid all is essential in children. But in adult, 8 is essential, 2 is semi-essential. And next 10 or presently 11 are non-essential, that is dispensable. So these are the total 11 is non-essential amino acid. इसको आप याद रख सकते हैं, गैस जलाने से आग लगती है तो टेम्परेचर प्रेशर वहाँ का हाई हो जाता है। गैस जलाने से आग लग गई तो वहाँ का टेम्परेचर प्रेशर हाई हो गया। मतलब याद रखने का तरीका है ग्लाइसिन, एलानिन, सेरीन, सिस्टीन, अस्पार्टिक एसिड, अस्पाराजीन, ग्लूटामिक एसिड, ग्लूटामीन, टायरोसिन, प्रोलीन एंड हाइड्रोक्सीप्रोलीन. Proline and hydroxyproline is actually derivative of proline. It is a amino group containing amino acid. So these are non-essential. But in case of poultry, glycine is a essential amino acid. But in human being, glycine is non-essential amino acid. So these are the difference. And the general formula of amino acid is actually NH2 COOH or H. So depending upon R, the amino acid is different. If R is H, that is simplest amino acid and the name is glycine. If R is equal to CH3, that is called methyl group. So this is the alanine. If R is equal to CH2OH, hydroxymethyl. So the hydroxymethyl, it consists the serine amino acid. So these depending upon our amino acid is different, such as amino group containing amino acid. The amino group containing amino acid is mainly proline and hydroxyproline. Heterocyclic containing amino acid such as proline, tyrosine, tryptophan, histidine. Aromatic amino acid, that is tyrosine, tryptophan, phenylalanine. Sulfur containing amino acid is methionine, cysteine, these are sulfur containing amino acid. And hydroxyl group containing serine and threonine. Acidic amino acid is aspartic acid, glutamic acid, because it consists COOH group. And basic amino acid is, that is arginine, histidine, lysine. And the neutral amino acid is, that is the neutral amino acid, methionine, valine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine. These are the neutral amino acid. mainly valine. And the sum is the precursor. Precursor means बनाने वाला, जैसे टायरोसिन. तो टायरोसिन amino acid is responsible for formation of thyroxine and methionine, melanin. So tyrosine forms melanin, that is the pigment, thyroxine, adrenaline, noradrenaline, dopamine, and the tryptophan forms the indole acetic acid, nicotinamide, serotonin, and glycine and succinyl coenzyme forms the heme, that is the hemoglobin of heme. So these are the precursor of the amino acid, which is very important for the human being as well as in the plant. And one is the deuterion. Deuterion means the any amino acid which consists of both cation and anion, such as NH3 plus and CO minus. That's deuterion because both cation and anion. So it is electrically neutral. So all amino acid present in the deuterion forms. It is also called ampholytes. And the group of amino acid forms the protein. So what is protein? In the structure of protein, it is a polymer, that is macromolecules, and it forms by the combination of different amino acid and different polypeptide chains. So it is the 4 types: primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. Only primary structure of protein which is the responsible for formation of the chain, that is peptide chain, and never denatured because it consists the strong bond, that is peptide bond. And the number of peptide bond is 1 less the number of amino acid involved. So if peptide bond is 1, then the amino acid is 2, but name is dipeptide. And the left side is N terminal and the right side is C terminal. So left to right, that is N to C terminal. So left terminal is N side and right terminal is always C side. So this is the primary structure, and best example is glutathione. And the secondary structure, it forms the helix-like structure, and these helix-like structures present in the mainly in the keratin proteins, which is present in the hair, skin, and beta pleated like structure, parallel and anti-parallel, present in the fibrion protein. Fibrion proteins and the silk, that is a silk protein, that is the natural silk protein, but artificial silk rayon is a polysaccharide which consists the cellulose. So this is a very important. Fibrion is a natural silk protein which is secondary structure and beta pleated, and artificial silk, that is rayon, which is the carbohydrate, that is the polysaccharide which consists cellulose. And the tertiary structure means it consists the different type of bond, such as hydrogen bond, peptide bond, disulfide bond, van der Waals forces bond, ionic bonds. So these are the secondary structure present in the myoglobin, and the active site of enzyme consists secondary structure, and group of that is the myoglobin and active site of enzyme consists tertiary structure because it consists different type of enzyme. And secondary, tertiary, quaternary are denatured protein, and the quaternary structure, that is group of tertiary and present in hemoglobin. Myoglobin present in the muscle, and another example is the active site of enzyme, and quaternary structure present in hemoglobin, such as alpha 2 beta 2, alpha 2 gamma 2, alpha 2 delta 2. These are the quaternary structures of the hemoglobin. So these are the overall structure of protein. And one is a collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body, animal body, and Rubisco is the most abundant protein in the plant. And receptor proteins, hormones as a protein, and different type of receptors such as tango receptor, that is touch receptors, eye receptors, tongue receptors. These are the different receptors present in as a protein. And the immunoglobulin, that is the glycoprotein. Glycoprotein is a immunoglobulin, as an antibody protein. An important protein is a GLUT4. GLUT4 is a glucose uptake transfer protein, and it is responsible for transfer of glucose from outside to inside the cell. So GLUT4 is also important protein. Actin myosin is a muscle protein. B lymphocyte, T lymphocyte, that is the immunoglobulin is a protein and responsible for immunity. Hemoglobin, myoglobin is a transport protein. Myoglobin present in muscle, but hemoglobin present in the blood. So these all are the example of protein. Thank you.